All right, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about what's new in the KT world. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, we're talking about what's new with KT this year. So last year we had the whole KT Health and the KT Ice and all that kind of good stuff. All of that stuff last year. This year we got the KT Soothe. You might be like, what does that mean? What does Soothe mean? What does that even mean? So the cool stuff with the KT Soothe, it is all lavender infused stuff. If you don't know, lavender helps you calm down, helps with stress, makes you relax more. Kind of nice without obviously being anything bad for you. Lavender is a good natural thing to help you out. So they sent me out a whole kit here with new KT Soothe stuff so I could test it out, show you guys what kind of stuff is there. And I've been using this stuff pretty regularly over the past few weeks or so. Now, first off, before you even get into this box, this is probably one of the coolest media boxes I have ever gotten. And I've known this for a long time. This is probably one of the coolest ones just because of all the different things that are included in here and how well it's put together. Sadly, this isn't what you guys are gonna be getting. This is not the consumer packaging. This is just as a media package, but it does have the two main products from the KT Soothe line inside of here. But I figured I'd show you guys the whole thing because it's really cool. I thought it was a really great thing from KT to send me out all this different stuff here. So let's open this box and I'll show you what all is in here. All right, so let's go ahead and open this box up here. So we can go ahead and open it up. And inside of here, of course, we got our new from KT here. So we got the KT Soothe in there. Nice in there. There's the KT Soothe and the Soothe Cream, which are the main two, which are the two that are going to be in there. Should be available now. It is April. It's actually May right now, so it should be available. KT Tape, the Soothe, $18.99. The Cream, $17.99. Now I love the cream stuff. I'll get to that in a second here. So, welcome to KT. First off, this thing has little lavender bits in here. That's little lavender bits. It smells like lavender. Makes you relax just opening the box. So, we got the KT. Whoa, I'm gonna drop the whole box. We got the KT Soothe Cream. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Like I said, they sent me a little essential oil thing in here. That's really cool. This is a little lavender roll-on essential oils. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you got that in there again. Not commercial pack, not consumer packaging. This is for me, you know, as a media guy. So we got that, and then we got the KT Soothe tape here, right there. KT Soothe tape. We'll get to that in a second too. And then in the very bottom of here, what is these? Got a couple little packets of something. All right, down here at the bottom, we got some more little aromatherapy packets. Oh, those are kind of cool. So again, not consumer, but all cool stuff, like just theming the whole thing around lavender. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely really cool. Okay, so we'll talk about the tape first. If you've never used KT tape before, you should check out some of my previous videos about KT and how that all works. Pretty much it helps support your muscles and joints and helps them get extra support when they're tired and need a little bit of extra support. Works really good. I've used it for calf muscles before. I've used it for plantar fasciitis before. My wife uses it on her knees is what she uses that on. So you can use it for all sorts of different things. They got a whole app for this too, the KT Health app, and it works great. My wife loves that app, uses it all the time. Now the KT Soothe here is infused with lavender and magnesium, and it's a cotton fabric. So a little bit different than the ones we've used the previous times. So this one looks like gives it a 2 out of 3 on breathability, 2 out of 3 adhesive strength, and then a 1 out of 3 performance duration. So obviously with that lavender infused is made to relax you. So it's not something I would say, it's not something I would personally use on, like if I was gonna go out and do an activity, like immediately, it's not something I would do for that. It's more like a recovery, I feel like, is when I would use this type of tape itself. And again, if you've never checked it out before, if you've never checked out KT tape before, check it out. You're missing out on a whole world of things that can help you perform better. I've used KT tape for a long time. What, probably 10 years I've used KT tape now, and it works great. And they always come out with new tape and new ideas and different ways to make it even better. So you open this guy up, so it's nice and sealed in a package here, so it keeps that lavender smell in there. So you want to keep this in like a cool, dry place, essentially, to make sure the scent stays all in there. Okay, so gave your user guide, talks about different types of tapes there are, sensitive skin, when to get best results out of it. And then it gives you in here kind of the basics of how to apply and remove it. And then right over there, that's your QR code right there for installing it. All the videos and app should be on there. Works really good. Get the app. Makes a world of difference on showing you how to actually put the tape on properly for all sorts of different things. Things I didn't know you could actually use the tape for. I found out once we got the app and I started looking through the different ways this tape can be used. It's pretty crazy. You can use it for all sorts of stuff. So, tape, always good stuff. Check it out. It doesn't have to be the Soothe. It could be any other tapes. Works really, really well. Now, let's talk about the creams. So the creams, if you guys remember last year they came out with the Activate and the Recover. Essentially a heating pack and a cooling pack is what I like to call them at. So, Activate has magnesium and arnica. Recover has magnesium and menthol. Helps loosen your tight muscles, relieve your sore muscles and pain. I love this stuff. It works really, really good. Like I said, mobile heat pack, mobile cooling pack. Kind of awesome. I've really, really liked the creams, and they're super easy to apply. You can bring them wherever you want to go. You can't go wrong with them. I love these. So when they said they came out with a new Soothe and it's a magnesium and lavender, I went, huh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So the Soothe, it's similar to the Activate. So it has that arnica in there. So it's a magnesium cream, lavender with arnica for soothing pain relief. So kind of similar between the two, but a little bit different between them as well. So I've used the KT Soothe a few times now, and it's very different than those other creams. So the Activate and the Recover, they're very much, you can tell when they're on. The Activate, it'll get warm. It'll warm your legs up. Obviously, I mainly use that on my legs after like a long ride. So the Activate, you can feel it heat up your legs. The Recover, you can feel it cool down your legs. Very obvious between the two. The Soothe, I don't feel like has quite that aggressive of a feel to it. It doesn't quite do the massive heat or the massive cool. It does have some warming effect to it, but not near as much as the Activate does. This one, the big thing is the smell. Obviously, the smell. I'll say the lavender smell off this stuff is really strong. So you can see the cream in there. Keeps it right in there. It just keeps right in there, keeps it sealed. I will say the smell on this is the strongest part. I've applied this before going to sleep at night, and you can smell it. It fills the whole room. It's something it's definitely a calming and relaxing for yourself, more mentally than I feel like for your muscles. It might be distracting from kind of the different feelings in your muscles, but it's definitely a lot more calming mentally is where I feel like it gives the best thing, is where it's the biggest difference for me versus those other two. So it's a very interesting cream. It's different than the other two. Like I said, if you're looking for kind of more mental relaxation with the side of sore muscle relief, this stuff works really good. By far the best thing if I'd say that. The other ones you're kind of waiting on, and then all of a sudden you feel it start to heat up your leg or cool down your leg, and you're kind of just waiting. This one's kind of a calming experience the entire time. You're applying it, and then once it's on, just calming. It's really, really cool stuff that they keep coming out with. Check out the Soothe stuff there. So there's KT's new Soothe line there. So the KT Soothe cream and then the KT tape Soothe right here. If you guys are interested in checking out either one of these products, I'm gonna have links in the description down below. I've also got a link just to KT Health, and I'll have a link to the app as well. If you don't have the app, download that app. Makes a huge difference. Shows you all sorts of different things you can do with the tape. Like I said, I couldn't believe how many different ways there were to use the tape until I saw the app and was like, wow, this tape, you can use it for everything. It's really, really cool. So big thanks to KT for sending these out so I can show you guys some cool new products from them. Appreciate them year after year. Sending this stuff out, massively appreciate them. If you guys enjoyed the video or at least learned something today, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.